Alright guys, TouchGroBit back again today. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday once again so far, and today we're going to talk about the amateur finals. They've already kicked off over the few regions today and they'll finish off tomorrow. Very interesting storylines to be honest for this one. It's, well, leading up to champs of course for the professional side, starting next weekend on the Wednesday. Today, well, begins the amateur finals as well. A lot of great players in this one for sure, and of course next season with 4v4 potentially happening, who knows, there could be even better players in the challenger scene, and we'll have to see how this scene develops really on the whole. Very interesting stuff. Few teams that well, could be favourites, and also of course there's the consideration of Paddy P, two-time world champion, competing in the amateur bracket, one of the most high-profile names over here, but definitely some other good ones as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like if you do, subscribe if you're new as always. Intrigued to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Who do you think is going to take home the crown in all three regions? This comes out from MattG then yesterday, and that's the last scrim I've played on Modern Warfare. I have never been happier, never been more happier. Not perfect, but you know, we get there. We get the point across, right? So yeah, definitely players happy with this one. This is the team then of course which ACHES is now being announced onto. We'll look at some of the other competitors for this team in a couple of minutes time here, but as you can see, Unjustified Gaming excited to announce our roster for CDC Challengers Champs: ACHES, Profizi, Spacely, TCM, and Mike Apoc. So yeah, this picture of him right here. So yeah, two-time world champion on the Evil Geniuses squad in the World War II days, of course, with that incredible run they made, and back in the day on the Complexity team in the Call of Duty Ghosts days. This is what Profizi has to say about it. So get busy, of course, like the mantra that he goes by. CoD champs tomorrow. I gotta get busy. I need TCM to get saucy. Spacely and his Duffy. I don't know, just hard carry like you do, Xbox. And ACHES, I need you to bring out the two-time world champ. Everybody bringing it out one more time. So yeah, he's pretty hyped for this one. This is some of the competitors then in the various regions. So we look down at the APAC region here. Pretty interesting stuff. You know, it's pretty expected, to be honest, that Renegades will run away with this one. Like Crimsa and Pred, especially, very, very good talents on this Renegade squad. They've dominated the entire season down there. Chiefs have come somewhat close at times. You've still got Buzzo even competing on this Rift Nation squad with Man of Chicken and Cronus Khan. Unbelievable names in this region. You've also got a Japanese squad, Alice in Wonderland and co. So that could be, you know, maybe they'll switch it up, but definitely Renegades are the team to keep your eye on in this region. If they lose this one, I would be mind blown indeed. Then we've got the European region, and this really is where things get pretty spicy because we've got a lot of very competitive teams here. Of course, you've got Hawkeye, top 4 at the Black Ops 3 World Championships on the Fabi Esports squad. He's on the 10th team in terms of seeding, in terms of pro points. Niall and Brain, of course, who have done a lot of good things in the past on the Spanish squads. This time they were on this Obtained Esports squad. The Atlas Lions, of course, so the Spanish team. A lot of names you guys might recognize here. Shukri, of course, last year from the Heretics team. I think they were even looking to get one of these players on, but it didn't quite work out. Super as well is definitely a talent to keep your eyes on. Then you've got Moose, of course, definitely some players you might know. I mean, Moose back in the day played with a lot of high-profile European players like Marky B. They had that Team Vitality squad in the World War II days that didn't quite make it into champs. What was it? Like Moose, you know, Marky B, Zayrox, and Mauls or something like that. I think that was something like the squad. They didn't make it into Stage 2 of the Pro League. Then you've got the French team here in 6th. So Natche, you know, Ziggs, definitely some players you might be aware of. They've got a possibility. You've got BB Connor as well on the Bedroom squad. So Disarray, Hixie, Callum, and Maple. So Maple recently released from the, the Singularity squad when Chain then came back into the starting lineup. So this is kind of where Maple has landed. BB Connor had a decent performance last year at champs as well on Madcat's team that it was at the time. Then you've got Train Hard, and this is where things get definitely very competitive indeed, because this Train Hard esports squad is certainly, well, an upset potential. Like Hydra is a name that a lot of people are talking about right now from the French region, considered a very, very impressive talent. So we'll have to see how that develops for him. Whalers, of course, a legend in that scene. And then you've got Brezzy, of course, substitute on the Paris Legion squad, potentially could do something as well. Came top 4 at champs last year with the Enigma 6 team. PT and Defrag then round out the squad with Daryl as the coach. Then we get into the top 3 in pro points. That's when we look at Madcat's team. So this is kind of the ex-London Royal Ravens Academy team with Byron Linney, who was on the Sicario team last year at champs with Tommy that had a kind of decent run. MattG here, of course, Wee Man Nasty, meant to be the substitute, of course, meant to go onto the starting lineup for the Royal Ravens. Didn't work out due to visa stuff and COVID coming into play. Nolson here as well. Shout out Cam and of course the stats man that, well, we use a lot on this channel as the coach or the analyst, I suppose, for this squad. Then we look at Singularity. Bids, Gizmo, Chain, Detain, and Insight is now the team. So this has changed up quite a lot since the start of the season. Well, Chain went out for a while for Gizmo, then Maple's come out. Again, Chain's back in the team. So a little bit of a nightmare. They are second in pro points, but definitely as of late haven't been performing as well as some of the teams. So I would argue that these aren't exactly second favourites here. I would say that Team War are certainly favourites with Denza, Dave, Vortex, Harry, and Afro is now the starting lineup. So very, very solid squad indeed. This one, they've been dominating the online scene for the past few months, really in the European region. and probably it's Trainhard that are going to be considered their closest challengers here. Definitely MattG's team could switch it up, and Singularity are of course there, and well, some of the other European teams could get something done as well. But yeah, definitely intrigued to see how this one develops this weekend. This is what it looks like then in North America. So as we say, similar squads. We'll just run through it real quick. Of course, Juju, if you guys are an OG to remember that clip with Juju on well, throwback Search and Destroy, I think it was against Pristini. Then well, you're an OG, fair play. That was well, a mind-blowing clip. Theory, of course, still competing here. T-Tiny, Drama, T-Tiny, of course, substitute on the Minnesota Rocker squad. Nova, Emery, so Emery's on the Enigma 6 team back in the day. Nova from that Allegiant squad that turned into GGA Orange. Carnage Gaming here, Unjustified, of course. So this is ACHES' squad that, who knows, can they do something? It's going to be a difficult one for them to make a run, but they do have a decent pro point standing at the very least. But the teams above them are very, very solid indeed. Supra Zyril squad up here with Infamous, Sparta, of course, substitute for the Los Angeles Guerrillas. Didn't really work out for him this season. Pentagram, of course, here on the Orlando Reapers. Then you've got the 5-star squad. So this is Parasite's team. I think they won the most recent online event as well. Maybe there was one in between that I'm missing, but Parasite, Noisy, Fire, Exotic, and Goonjar, so definitely been a very solid team this season. Since they brought this Noisy guy in, they've been performing very, very well online indeed. Then you've got the Triumph Gaming squad, so Fellow, Royalty, Diamondcon, Standy, and Nagafen. Definitely some names that have been in the Pro League in the past. They could get something done. The number one seed is this UYU squad, which, well, some of these players have been dominating since the start of the season. Not exactly sure if anyone considers these, well, complete favourites, or not exactly sure if many people consider them favourites. I think a lot of people are looking at Parasite's team here as well. Triumph Gaming as well. UYU certainly, though, have the best seeding and could definitely, well, perform something fantastic this weekend indeed. This is what it looks like then. So the schedule for the Saturday, probably this video has already gone live by this time, but as you can see, the Eastern time, the Pacific time on screen right now, convert that to your relevant time zones. This is for the Saturday, and then on Sunday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Central European Standard Time. That's the European Grand Finals. 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific time, the North American Grand Finals as well. So definitely a good weekend of Call of Duty to be played ahead. And then, of course, next Wednesday, that's when the World Championship for the professional side kicks off. Just wanted to leave you with this clip as well that came out from ACHES a couple of days ago. Someone get number 5, the super duper max. I'll just play this clip in like double speed here, but you can see number 5 on the minimap effectively rotates 2 hills early for the pool hall, and well, it works out to his benefit. So yeah, I just thought this was pretty entertaining, especially coming from ACHES, given that this is the situation that we're talking about right now with the Amateur Finals, him potentially getting the job done in the Challenger sides. Who knows? Like, if you guys enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new. As always, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.